Hey, everybody. Last week or a couple weeks ago, we talked about when not to incorporate, which was at the end of the year, because you can save yourself some significant franchise taxes. But this time we thought we'd talk about when to incorporate, assuming you're not in the last month of the year. What forcing factors will make it that you actually want to set up an entity? So over to you, Pete.
Cool. So it's the beginning of the year and an opportune time and a time that we often see people consider turning their idea into an actual company. And kind of our perspective at Gus is if you have decided that you are going to attempt to build something big and you have 450 bucks lying around and you understand the costs that you're undertaking, it's better to just get incorporation out of the way. Modern services like Gus Launch are relatively affordable. They make the setup process extremely easy and they offer a whole bunch of the protections that come with actually forming a corporation. You get to limit your personal liability and the liability of your co-founders. You have a company to actually grant shares in, so you can get through the co-founder conversation, actually have founders working on a company with vested shares. You have your 3 levels of governance set up. You have a corporate bank account that can actually receive funding. All of those nice things, all of those nice baselines that offer you the protection and all the mechanisms to actually build a big shared enterprise.
However, in some cases, you might not have all of those resources, or you might not have $450 lying around. So there are some forcing factors that make it so that you want to incorporate quickly. So if you're delaying, if you're a solo founder, you have nobody else in your business and you're just working on it, it can make sense to just kind of work in isolation for a bit. But usually when you get somebody else into your venture or, a potential investor, or, you have to actually file some sort of business license or something like that, you might be able to delay incorporation until those points, but those points will kind of force you over the line.
Yeah, and I think in lots of things, startups, right, you want the external pull against you, right? So if you have a check that's about to hit the bank, you need a bank account, which means you need to be properly incorporated. If you're going to sign a big contract, that's like a great thing for your company. You probably need a corporate entity to sign that contract. If you're getting a ton of customers or you're building a ton of value, kind of the calculus always running in the back of your mind is how much value have I created that I need to protect with the mechanisms and mechanics of incorporation.